guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something new and exciting for me. I'm actually going to a library sale for the first time at a library that's like 12 minutes away from where I live. So I'm a little early, about a half an hour early, because I was like, I want to be one of the first ones in there because it started yesterday on Friday, but it was only open from 5 to 8 p.m. and it was like a $20 entry fee for the first night. So I decided to come in the morning because I'm more of a morning person when it comes to shopping and stuff like that. I'd rather go first thing in the morning and get it done versus at night. But I thought I'll come first thing in the morning so I can have the best books, or at least have the best selection of books that I can get versus last night, of course. But nobody's here. I'm literally the only one here this early, so I'm beginning to wonder if I came early for no reason. But I am going to take you guys inside and try to do like a little clips. This is the first library sale I've ever been to, so I don't know how it works or anything, or where the sale part's going to be. Is it going to be all over the library, or is there just going to be one little section? I'm not sure, but I'm very excited to go in and see if I find any good books today. I'm hoping to find some good ones. Hopefully maybe some Christian fiction, some Christian romance. That's what I'm hoping to find. Maybe some sales on those, and maybe some thrillers, because I've been in such a thriller mood lately. So anyways, I have my son with me in the back seat. If you can hear him, he's going to be coming with me to the library sale. But I am going to try to get some clips. We'll see how busy it is in there or not. But I'm going to go ahead and go, and you'll see after this, you'll see some clips of the library. And then when I'm back home, I'll do the haul that I got from whatever I buy from the library, and I'll let y'all know like prices and all that. So hi guys, welcome back. We're back home now. I just got back from the library book haul not long ago. I picked up so many books, but I ended up not filming anything inside because it was so busy. This is my first library book haul that I've been to, and I didn't realize it was gonna be so busy. So that was new for me, how busy it was. And in the library that I went to, I guess because it was a smaller library, because I've seen other people do library book sales and they film inside and it looks like they're on shelves and stuff. Ours, the one at the library I went to, was in a small room, and the books were just all over the tables, and then there was like boxes with books underneath the tables for them to refill the tables when the tables got empty, or you could go through them if you wanted. So it was very packed. There was hardly any room to move around the tables. It was just these tiny little spaces in between each table, and it was just it was a madhouse. So I did not get a chance to film anything in there, but it was really exciting. I bought a whole bunch of books there. I took this bag with me in there, and I bought a whole bunch of books for $16 it was for all these books. And my son picked out a Pokemon book that he also got that's in his room. And if you hear any noise in the background, my son is sitting here watching Paw Patrol, so that's what the noise is. So I'm just gonna go through the bag and dig it out. There is a couple like exciting finds that I found in there that I'm excited to read. But let me start out with the middle grade ones. I picked up some middle grade books. So I got some middle grade books here. First I got was Charlotte's Web, and this was in good condition. So I picked this one was just like laying on top. All the kids were like passing over top of it, and I love Charlotte's Web. I loved it when I was a kid. I loved the movie that they made of it. I really like it. So I do want to do like a middle grade reading vlog where I read like middle grade books. So this will probably go into it, or classics. I feel like this is a classic book, but I did pick up Charlotte's Web. The next book I picked up, these ones are not in the greatest condition, but I just couldn't not pick up. So here's this one. It is a clue book. And it says Midnight Phone Calls. And this, I do not remember this when I was growing up. It says it's a Scholastic book, so it was probably in the Scholastic book hauls. But this is book number 5, and there's only 5 books. So this is the last book in the series. I'm gonna have to do a hunt for the rest of the books, because this one even has a sticker on it that said it came from McKay's Books. So maybe I have a McKay's. I found out that there's a McKay's Books like 30 or 40 minutes from me, and I'm gonna go there. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today, who knows. We'll find out. My husband wants to go out when he comes back home from work, so maybe I'll see if he wants to go out there today and I look, but we'll see. Anyways, this one is called Midnight Phone Calls, and just it said it was copyrighted in 1994, so this is an older book. And I just love the aesthetics. Look at this. That's the little clue board inside. Here on the back it says, who stole Miss Scarlett's jewels? Was it Colonial Mustard in the study with the rope? Was it Mrs. Peacock in the ballroom with the candlestick? Was it Professor Plum in the study with the lead pipe? Mr. Body has invited his 6 best friends to be guests at his mansion for the weekend. When this weird and wacky crew get together, anything can happen. Follow along with their antics as you match up characters and crimes. Exciting, mind-bending mini mystery to test your ability as a sleuth. So I guess it's kind of like a whodunit. And they do, if you look throughout the book, I was looking, there is like those little tabs like they use on the Clue board game. Yeah, I was very excited to find this one, so I was a big fan of Clue growing up. The next 3 I have are Goosebumps books. I am way excited for these Goosebumps ones. I got One Day at Horrorland, which it says it's number 16. Vampire Breath, which it's got the new cover, which is okay. And then I got Bad Hair Day, which here is Bad Hair Day. And this is one of the ones where you pick a scare, which I didn't realize when I picked it up. I was just like looking over at the middle grade and I was like, oh yeah, I should look for some Goosebumps books to see if they had 3. So, and these are all from the 90s. I think they say 1996 on the inside. But interesting that I got number 4 and number 16. This is number 4. Oh. But I absolutely, these are the books that got me into reading when I was in middle school. So I have to have, I'm going to look out for them. I'm going to look for them when I go to McKay's too to see if they have any more Goosebumps books. So I'll have to go into the middle grade section. This next book, I picked this up on a whim. I was in the checkout line and I seen this. The romance section was right next to the checkout line. Interestingly enough, I didn't get to look at the romance section that much. I got like a peek at the mystery thriller section, but the one thing I didn't like is that kind of like they put all of the hardcovers on the table and like the paperbacks were underneath the table in boxes. So it was like I guess they were trying to get rid of the hardcovers first. So I would see some books that I liked, but I didn't want the hardcovers. So I didn't get them. I seen this one and I just like the feel of it, and it's called Meet Your Match, and it's apparently hockey because it shows, you see there it has hockey sticks up there, and this is the first in the series. I don't know anything about this book. Like I said, I seen it in the checkout line and I liked the feel of it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it on a whim. And I figured if I didn't like it, if the content is not for me, which I was reading the back and I think the content's not going to be for me. I can probably take it to McKay's and get rid of it there and just pick another book. I can get a free book from this, but it does sound like it might not be something for me. After reading it, I was like, oh, I was in line. It was just a pickup on the whim, but it definitely does, because it talks about he gets under her skin like no one. It says 1 month with Vince Tanev, Tampa's hotshot rookie, 24/7 access on and off the ice. The headline says it all. My bosses are over the moon when the opportunity of a lifetime lands in my lap. Of course, they aren't aware that I've already met Vince Cool at an all-star gala and that we were at each other's throats the entire time. So it's enemies to lovers, I guess. It doesn't matter that he's the kind of hot show. It doesn't matter that he's the kind of hot that shows God has favorites. Messy brown hair, heated hazel eyes, and a smirk of a rock star, and a scar over his eyebrow that makes every woman particularly feral, and that's all I needed to read to know that this book is probably not the content that I'm going to be reading, so it'll probably end up going to McKay's. These next books I've been hearing so much about. A lot of people talk about them being great, like, summer books, and I've been wanting to read them. So when I found a bunch of them there, I got like 3 different ones from her. And these are from, this is The Perfect Couple by Eldon Hildebrand. I just know that they take place in Nantucket, and everybody says that they are really good books to read in the summertime. We'll see. This is a thick one. I wasn't expecting it to be so thick, but I am very curious. I don't know how the content is in her books, but I'm very curious. It says they're the perfect couple about to have the perfect wedding until a shocking discovery reveals that nothing is ever as good as it seems. So that sounds interesting. It says it's Nantucket wedding season, also known as summer. The sight of the bride racing down Main Street is as common as the sun setting at Madgett Beach. The Otis Winbury wedding promises to be an event to remember. The groom's wealthy parents have spared no expenses to host a lavish ceremony at their oceanfront estate, but it's going to be memorable for all the wrong reasons. After tragedy strikes, the maid of honor is discovered dead in Nantucket Harbor just hours before the ceremony, and everyone in the wedding party is suddenly a suspect. As Chief of Police Ed Campernish interviews the bride, the groom's famous mystery novelist mother, and even a member of his own family, he discovers that every wedding is a minefield and no couple is perfect. And it says featuring beloved characters from The Castaways, Beautiful Day, and A Summer Affair. The Perfect Couple provides once again that Eldon Hildebrand is the queen of summer beach read. So apparently she is the summer beach read. For some reason, I'm feeling all the summer beach reads right now. So when I found Eldon Hildebrand there, I had to pick it up. So another one I got was Trouble in Paradise by Eldon Hildebrand. This one's a little bit smaller than, like, height-wise and thickness. So it's a little bit different. And this one's in better shape. I just picked them up. These were the ones that I found that were in the paperbacks. They did have some that were hardcovers, but I didn't really want a hardcover book, so I was more into paperbacks. And then here's this last one, and it's called Winter Street. I probably won't read this one till winter time, because this one, it takes place, it's Nantucket, but in the winter time. And there's like a whole series, and this one is book 1. I like when they tell you which book is in the series on the back. But this one says, Kelly Quinn is the owner of Nantucket's Winter Street Inn and the proud father of 4 children. Patrick, a hedge fund manager, Kevin, a bartender, Ava, a school teacher, and Bart, the only child of Kelly's second marriage, who has recently shocked everyone by joining the Marines. As Christmas approaches, Kelly is looking forward to spending some quality time with his family at the inn, but when he walks in on his wife Mitzi kissing Santa Claus, or the man who plays Santa at the annual Christmas party, with his 3 older children reeling in their own dramas and Bart unreachable in Afghanistan, might be up to Kelly's ex-wife, the nightly news anchor Margaret Quinn, to save Christmas. Before the mulled cider is gone, the delightfully dysfunctional Quinn family will survive a love triangle, an unplanned pregnancy, a federal crime, a small house fire, many shots of whiskey, and endless rounds of Christmas caroling, and this heartwarming novel about coming home for the holidays. So this is more of like a Christmassy book, so I'll probably read it when I start feeling the Christmassy feels, we're reading cold reads feels. Oh, I forgot I got another Eldon Hildebrand. I didn't realize I got 4. So the next one I got was Golden Girl. This is the big one too. I know they switch POVs a lot in these books. But it says, on a perfect June day, it's June, Vivian Howe, author of 13 beach novels and mother of 3, is killed in a hit-and-run accident while jogging near her home on Nantucket. She ascends to the beyond, where she's assigned to a person named Martha, who allows Vivi to watch what happens below for one last summer. Vivi is granted 3 nudges to change the outcome of the events on Earth, and with her daughter Willa on her 3rd miscarriage, daughter Carson partying until all hours, and son Leo currently off again with his high maintenance girlfriend, she'll have to think carefully about how to use them. From the beyond, Vivi watches the chief, Ed Kaepernick, investigate her death, but her greatest worry is her final book, which contains a secret from her youth that could destroy her reputation. When hidden truths come to life, Vivi's family will have to sort out their past and present mistakes with or without a nudge from above, while Vivi finally lets them grow without her. With all of Hildegard's signature beach scenes, mouth-watering meals, and picture-perfect homes, plus a heartfelt message, the people we lose never really leave us. Golden Girl is a beach book unlike any other. So that sounds pretty good. I did not read any of these books. The synopsis on the back. There was no time to read synopsis at the library. So next one I got, this one is like the thriller that I ended up picking up just because I've heard of other books by this author. And this is Bringing Me Back by B.A. Paris. I know that there's another book by B.A. Paris that I've heard people talk about. And this one just sounded pretty good. It just says on the back, she vanished a decade ago, his girlfriend disappeared. He lied, he told the police the truth about that night, just not the whole truth. Their secrets won't stay buried. Now he's moved on, but the past isn't done with him yet. So that sounds really good. Behind Closed Doors, that's the other one that it's on the back here. That's the other one that is by this author. So I thought, why not try it? It feels a little funny. It's not like the soft matte. It's like the, I don't know. It has a funny feeling to the book, but it sounded pretty good. The next one I got is Lovely Bones. I've seen people talk about this book too, and I was so curious. I think this is like one of those books that's gonna make you cry. It says, once in a generation, a novel comes along that taps a vein of universal human experience, resonating with readers of all ages. Lovely Bones is such a book, a phenomenal #1 bestseller, celebrated at once for its narrative artistry, its luminous clarity of emotion, and its astonishing power to lay claim to the hearts of millions of readers around the world. My name was Salmon, like the fish. First name Susie. I was 14 when I was murdered on December 6, 1973. So begins the story of Susie Salmon, who is adjusting to her new home in heaven, a place that is not at all what she expected. Even as she is watching life on Earth continue without her, her friends trading rumors about her disappearance, her killer trying to cover his tracks, her grief-stricken family unraveling. Out of unspeakable tragedy and loss, the Lovely Bones succeeds miraculously in building a tale filled with hope, humor, suspense, and even joy. So that sounds interesting. I'm curious. Hey, the next book I got, oh, I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting this book, but I got The Host by Stephenie Meyer. I loved Stephenie Meyer when Twilight came out, and this was the book that she wrote after Twilight. And I absolutely loved this book. Anyways, I absolutely love this book. It is like a mass market paperback, but I like that it's from the movie cover. I love movie covers on books, so. And I don't have this book, so I wanted that one. Now, these last 2 books are the ones that I got the most excited to find. And we have Miss Becky Wade. When I was seeing it, the first one I seen was Let It Be. Let It Be Me. It's the first one I seen when I went to the romance section. Becky Wade, Becky Wade. And it literally, when I seen this, I was like, Becky Wade. I was like in the voice of Buck Lover Amanda in my head. When I seen it. People probably thought I was crazy. But this one sounds so, I do have the first book. I don't know which one this one is, but I do have the first book in the series. I can't remember the name of it. I just opened it up. It has a signed plate from Becky Wade in here. That was like unicorn find here. I'm so excited. Oh, there's even a cute little bookmark. Mornings with Jesus. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Oh, I love that. Anyways, that was exciting. It says Numbers 6:24 through 26. I'm gonna have to look that up. She put a Bible verse underneath it. I love that. Stay with me. That's the one I have. It. Stay with me. So this one I think is the second one, because it only has in here, and I think it's the third one. It only has in here stay with me and let it be me. And I have stay with me. So, oh, I'm so excited. In case you don't know, this one says the one woman he wants is the one he can't have. Former foster kid Sebastian Grant has leveraged his intelligence and hard work to become a pediatric heart surgeon, but not even his career success can erase the void he's tried so hard to fill. Then he meets high school teacher Leah Montgomery, and his fast-spinning world comes to a sudden stop. He falls hard, only to make a devastating discovery. Leah is the woman his best friend set his heart on months before. Leah's a math prodigy who only ever had one big dream, to earn her PhD raising her little brother. Put that dream on hold. Now that her brother will soon be college bound, she's not going to let anything stand in her way, especially romance, which is far less dependable than algebra. When Leah receives the surprising results from the DNA test she submitted to a genealogy site, she solicits Sebastian's help. Together they comb through the hospital records to uncover the secrets of her history. The more powerfully they're drawn to each other, the more strongly Sebastian must resist. And the more Leah must admit that some things in life, like love, can't be explained with numbers. So this is a Christian romance author, in case you didn't know. Becky Wade is like well known in the Christian romance community. So I'm very excited about this. I'm just so happy to find Becky Wade there. There might have been more, like I said. I didn't have a whole lot of time, and the checkouts were like right there where the romance section was. So I didn't have a whole lot of time to really look through the romance section and really see if there was more. I was hoping to find more Christian romance, but this next one I picked up from Becky Wade it's a Bradford sisters romance, and this one is called Sweet on You, which I haven't read. I don't know which. This one does not say which one it is in the series. It doesn't say inside either. Maybe this one will. Well, it's the last book in the series. I'm gonna have to look for the first two books. I will be checking out McKay books to see if I can find any of these McKay books. But this one is the last in the series, which I didn't know. But it says Britt Bradford and Xander Ford have been the best of friends since they met 13 years ago. Unbeknown to Britt, Xander has been in love with her for just as long. Independent and adventurous, Britt channels her talent into creating chocolates at her hometown shop. Xander is a best-selling author who has spent the past 18 months traveling the world. He's achieved a great deal, but still lacks the only thing that ever truly mattered to him, Britt's heart. When Xander's uncle dies under mysterious circumstances, he returns to Meriwether, Washington to investigate, and Britt is immediately there to help. Although this throws them in close proximity, both understand that an attempt at romance could jeopardize their once-in-a-lifetime friendship. Britt is determined to resist any change in the relationship, but Xander finds it increasingly difficult to keep his feelings hidden. As they work together to uncover his uncle's untangled past, will the truth of what lies between them also finally come to light? So that sounds so good, and I was so happy because both of these Becky Wade books are in excellent condition. So I was happy about that. Even the spines look good on them and everything. So I was happy. So, see if I can pick up this stack. So here is my stack of books, and it was $16 for all these books. Can you believe that? I know I can't believe it. It was such a good price for these books. I got a whole bunch of books for 16 bucks. This definitely won't be my last one. There's so many libraries around me in our Loudoun County area. So I'm going to definitely be searching out libraries that are having sales and making a go of it more often. Hopefully some of them will be bigger libraries with a bigger room for the sales, more room to navigate. But I really had fun at my first library sale. And I think I found so many good books. All of these books are falling over on me right now. But I found so many good books, so I'm so excited. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books, especially Alden Hildebrand. Let me know if you've read any Alden Hildebrand books and if they're like clean. Like, I don't know if they have like language or, you know, scenes in them, but you have to let me know if you've read any Alden Hildebrand books and what you think of them. But yeah, you have to let me know if y'all have been into any library sales recently. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys today in this video. I am getting ready to film another video. There's some books behind me that are hidden that I need to film for another haul that I got from Book Outlet, and I'm going to film that next. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And next to the subscribe button is the bell. You can ring that to be notified of all my future uploads. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, weekend, whenever it is you're watching me. And remember that I love you, and so does Jesus. Bye, guys.